Alan, a disappointing result. We were 2-0 up there, looking as if we were in control, and it all went wrong in the second half.
Total control, game plan worked to a T. Must say I wasn't expecting Lloyd to put one in the top in the first couple of minutes, but I thought we nullified their threat. They played great football and we stopped them. They were getting frustrated, you could see it, up to an hour, and then I lose the big man, and then unfortunately you've seen the goals, they're absolutely abysmal. Morks, like a little slip, gives the ball away, but Ben's on the wrong side for the first one, and then the following three, you'd absolutely hammer your kids on Sunday morning for that. Just balls over the top and your centre half on the wrong side 3 times, and we'd had a warning prior to that as well that's what was happening, and they never dealt with it. It was so basic that I don't like picking people up, but it can cost you someone's job at the end of the day, and it just wasn't good enough.
First half, we looked really good, didn't we? Scored those 2 goals. We harried them when they were in the possession. We kept possession well. Scored those 2 goals, like we said, and deserved a 2-0 lead.
Oh, well, as I said, I thought we nullified them. Tommy never really had anything to do with that. Lads were defending for their lives and everything, putting blocks in, winning interceptions. But the main thing was they were looking after the ball when we done that, and we're breaking on them. Second half, after an hour, we never done that. All of a sudden we just started giving the ball back. I think fatigue had set in. You could see the lads starting to tire. Obviously we've missed quite a few players today due to COVID and illness and injuries, and then having to change it again just before kick-off, and Cameron Thompson doesn't help. So I never had another threat in behind, and I felt for Junior because they ended up just lumping it up to him rather than playing like we did in the first half. So asking the lads why they'd done that, and they couldn't give the answers, unfortunately. They just gutted for them, because in the amount of fans that turned up, I think they've seen that we're the leaders at the time for an hour, but you lose a big man and unfortunately we just crumbled.
Yeah. Looking at the 2 goals, lovely goal by Nathan Lowe to open the score, wasn't it? Spotted the keeper beyond his 6-yard line and picked out the top corner well.
Lowe's he's capable of that. He can score goals from everywhere, Lowe, and I thought he had a great game, to be honest. I thought he'd done really well. His passing was really good, his decision making was really good. I think we're just tired. I think you could see that, and Jack does really well. So great little passing move, and then he gets on the wrong side of things, and it could have. Sometimes we haven't been given them. Jack said he touched him, and it's a penalty. But as I say, he's took it away lovely, and he starts to put that hoodoo to bed. But we should have won the game. Simple as that. They should have seen enough, because then we're getting really frustrated and we're resorting to long balls, and it was easy to deal with, but. I say once you use big weeks, it's who's organised, and we just never look the same.
Yeah. But as you say though, tired legs playing there on Friday. There's been COVID in the camp, there's been injuries in the camp, and there weren't many players on there who you could say were 100% fit, could you really?
No, there's been a few. As I say, Jack's playing with a really bad ankle at this moment in time, hence why he wasn't involved on Friday. And Morks is struggling a little bit with a hammy, and then obviously Big Wheats is struggling there. Big Jake Lola, he's been ill. He hasn't had COVID, he's been negative, but he's been really ill. So we've been playing with a few lads who have struggled, but that's it, I'm just so disappointed, because we were in total control of that game. Then we're really frustrated. You could see it. Even I think young Adam Campbell's kicking out at Jack and a yellow card. So that's how frustrated they were. But I just kind of get away. When you look back at them 3 goals, it is absolute schoolboy stuff, and you cannot have that. You cannot do that against top strikers like that, top goal scorers. Said to Junior, how many times do you get runs like that where you get free run through on goal? Never ever, because there's a defender there who deals with the ball in the right position to get rid of it, and it's not as if it's a good ball, it's just a clearance. So their mistakes have cost us massively today.
Never mind, still only 4 points off the playoffs. So I know we keep mentioning them, Alan, but you said there were twists and turns, and 4 points, 4 games left. For me, that's your last chance at half time. You're 2-0 up. You should see the game. We should be 1 point off here. Simple as that. We should have seen the game through. We haven't done that, and I think it's a big ask. It's a big ask now when you look at it. It's still mathematically possible, but you've got to try and pick them lads up now. I've got to try and pick them up to play Brackley next week, and it's a tough pick up because of the work that they put in for a good hour, and then to concede the way they did is a tough one. But we'll settle them down. It's my job to settle them down. Hopefully we've got Rosie back next week, and hopefully it's not a bad one on Wheaty. Maybe back again next week. So Cameron Thompson not far away. Hopefully it's just a little tweak. He's just worried that it would have pinged. So
it's just unfortunate that we're getting these little things at this time. But we've just got to keep going. The lads worked extremely hard, and then they just blew up there. But as I say, basic errors you cannot defend like that at any level and expect to win a game of football.